Hi there guys, welcome to my Eat series. So firstly I'm using the Plum Tea Tree moisturizer, the mattifying moisturizer all over my face, applying it evenly, and what's left on my hands I'll apply it to my hands, distribute it evenly. And next step, I'm using a color corrector such as a concealer, which will cancel out my darkness around my eyes, near my mouth, and in some areas which I want some discoloration, which I have some discoloration. I was eating a chewing gum. I'm just blending it with the fingers just because I don't want to waste the product onto brush. Now moving to eyebrows, I'm using the Makeup Revolution palette, in which there is a brownie mauve shade. I hope you guys like this Eat series and find it useful, because I don't know what you're gonna wear on Eid, but I'm trying to help you out. I'm using the NYX concealer to carve out my brows in the shade 03. So now for foundation, I'm using the new Maybelline 24-hour Stay Matte or something its name. I'm using it in the shade, I don't remember, I think golden, the shade golden, yeah. So I blended it, and now moving on to concealer, I'm using my trusty Fit Me concealer in medium one and applying it where I need some more coverage, and also in the areas where I want to highlight my face. Onto my nose, my cupid's bow, and my chin, and just blending it out with the same brush because I am lazy like that. Now for powder, I'm using the Maybelline's loose powder in the shade medium light, and applying it only where I applied my concealer. And now taking a fluffier brush, I'm just going to give a disperse of some powder all over my face. I just gave a little flush of powder because it is already a matte foundation and I am a dry skin type. Now moving on to contour, I'm using the Sugar contouring palette in 02 and doing a heavy contour. And doing a heavy contour. Now taking a angled thin brush, I'm going to contour my nose. You can just do it like that, or else I'm going to do another video on how to contour your nose, and just blending it with the same brush. Now moving on to eyes, I'm using a transition color, just a pale yellow pink shade, and now I'm doing it the right way. This is a bronzy orange coral look, so I'm using a orange eyeshadow and placing it in my crease just like that and blending it. I think it is easier for you now to understand it. And taking another fluffier brush and just blending out the edges which were looking harsh, and taking it to the sharp V side, till where my brows end. You can see I'm just blending. And moving on to other eye, I'm doing the same thing. Placing the eyeshadow and erasing the harsh edges. And now I want a sharp eye, so I added a plaster, the tape which use it for eyes. Yeah, just blending it out again and again. Now I'm taking the same concealer, the NYX one, and placing it onto my eyelids. I want halo eyes. You can create the same way as I did. And applying a orangey shimmer shade, the foil eyeshadow. With my fingers, because brushes don't work. Use whatever you want, either your fingers or brush. If you're using a brush, try fixing spray onto it. I don't know why I'm out of words now. I feel like I'm just messing up with my video. What am I doing? Yeah, now taking the same orangey shades, I'm just creating depth and making it look halo-y, just like that. It is so easy to do if you get it. And again using a transition shade which I applied before and blending it. Now taking the Wet n Wild Catsuit liquid eyeshadow in, I think, cashmere, and applying it only in the middle part of my eye where I applied the foil eyeshadow, just to bring some more illuminating look, which looks bomb.com. And again blending it. Now moving on to lower lash line, I'm using some mauvey pinky eyeshadow from the same palette. I'm just removing the fall off. I'm not focusing. I used the same eyeshadow, and now I'm using the darker shade to bring the depth into my eyes. I'm just applying it on the outer corners of my eyes, like you see. What it does is it just brings the light to the middle portion of your eyes where we did the halo-iness, and brings the depth into eyes where we applied the darker shadows. So this was a fun tutorial. I'm using the champagne eyeshadow as my inner corner highlight. Now moving on to kajal, I'm using the Maybelline GT Hadid's kajal because I have only one kajal. And taking a flat brush, shader brush, I'm using the same eyeshadow to smoke it out. I'm using the NYX Professional mascara. And now comes the best part. This is my favorite lipstick. I use it all the time. The Maybelline Stay Matte, or I don't know that. Guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm planning to do each series. So this is my first look, the coral bronzy look. I hope you guys found it useful, and please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. That means the world to me. And take a close up. I usually don't wear bold eyes with bold lips, not so bold lips, but it's in the middle. I usually go for nude colors, but for the more videos in this series. And bye.